So, a lot of people will ask me about this indicator. If you can hear me, drop a 777 in the chat. Make sure you can hear me. If you can hear me.
93 left. Oh, my bad.
Oh, you got it. Hey, I was funny. I was just saying that, man. I was just singing it. Yeah, I was saying that. Yeah, I was saying that.
Yes,
so,
indeed.
So what is this? 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 This is the Holy Grail trading, man. I'm gonna tell you, this is the Holy Grail trading. I don't use that lightly, man. This thing, man, is fire, dog. This thing is fire. Market internals is fire. So let's go to my settings here. Look at how this worked on GJ, man. Let me just break it down. Because I don't think y'all be understanding what's going on here, man. Oh, wait, 1800. 1800. Let's go over here. Get that popping up here. Let's see. You know what? I get my thing here. I was saying 1800. That's over here. This is 1800 here, right? 1800. And then 1800. Okay, here we go. That's he got this. Yeah, I can bring up more here. That. There we go. And this one here. That. Okay. So those are my ranges there. 1800, negative 1800 right there. Boom. Right. That is right there. So. Good. Let's see. So the market opened up at 9:30 right here. Right. So where is this is above 1800, right? Let me put my 0 in here. There's a 0 line here too, right? In there. There we go. All right, that's it. So this ADD works with volume. Really works with volume in stocks, but you can use it for DJ and Forex because people want to know. So let me take this. This is like a fib thing here, but all right. So I go back to the man. Here's the man. Man's in the basement. This is the basement here, right? Where's the basement? The base. It's about here. He's on the first floor.
Rollo.
0 and Rollo 0. Right. So remember, this is a. Hold up. Let me go back and change. I need 1800. I need this to be 1800, 1800, and negative 1800. These are the key levels. Okay, so that's 1800. All right, that's what we got. All right, so this is, so the market closed here, right? Remember, I'm only working with 9:30 to 4:30. There's New York. So if you're looking for Asia or anything else, I can't help you. So this is 3:45 market close. Wherever the man is on the second, he's on the first floor. This is the attic up here, right? And the basement's down here, right? Right there. Put them right there. Move over here. All right. So what happened? Rule is, here's the rule. Rule is, if a candle opens up above 1800 and stays above 1800, you're bullish. Stays above 1800, you're bullish for the day. All right. Rule is, if it opens up, right? If it opens up 1800. Rule is if it opens up, if it opens up negative 1800, it's a possibility, I'll say perhaps, or maybe it will shoot down town or down to the basement, right? But it will make a recovery, right, to fill a gap, GAP. So that's in the basement, okay? That's the rules. If it opens up at 0, then you might be ranging for the day. Ranging means consolidation. So if he opens up at, see, if it opens up at 0, look for some sells or buys, but we need other confluences. Just can't use that. You need other confluences. SNR, OBs, FVGs, whatever you want to call these things. SMC, smart money concept, institutional money, all that stuff is the same thing. I know people say, well, it's not the same thing. To me, they're all the same thing. But again, that's just verbiage. Support and resistance, what was we got? Supply and demand, all that stuff is what we need. We need to look at those things. You can even put in candle patterns. I use candle patterns too. Candle patterns are important, candle patterns. So if it opens up there, so let me show you. Pattern doesn't spell right. Can't spell right, man. All right, so then we got that. This is the rule for ADD. All right, so one more time, the way you find it is you got to type in market internals. Market internals. This is free. You don't have to pay for this. Market internals. And it's Makito right there. All right. So from this point on, no one needs to ask me that anymore because it's market internals, right? If I got that, take a screenshot of that. So hopefully somebody took a screenshot of that. All right, next, the settings in this have to be US ADD. You don't want tick. You want ADD. So you got that. The dots baseline need to be 1800, right? 1000. This is negotiable. I don't really mess with that. Negative 1800. And I use SMA. You can use EMA too, depending on which one you like. EMA, SMA, that really doesn't matter. I keep this at 10. Show baseline, show dotted lines. So someone take a screenshot of that and put that in there. And style is over here. Don't mess with this. Don't mess with that. Just come down here and make sure these. I like to have these thick so you can see the lines. Like these last two here. You could go to the one here, make it thicker. You can see, right, like that. But it's up to you. It doesn't matter. So then I'm gonna go over here and save the default. All right. So no. All right. So boom, we got that. All right. Any questions on that? Any questions on that?
Not on the indicator, but I do have a question about your rule 1.
Okay, rule 1, right here.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You say it stays above 1800. Is that a specific time frame that we're talking about?
9:30 to 4:30. Stocks. This only works in stocks. So if you try to trade this in London, you won't. This won't work because you won't have no data. It's at 9:30. This is. Let me do this. That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that question. That's a good question. Let me bring up a sticky. Oh, and by the way, these stickies are the shit here. Don't get it twisted now. So this is only for New York session. New York, 9:30 to 3:30, right? Now let me put AM so people know PM, right? Like that, right? So there you go. So we got that AA, man. Might need AA to deal with all these indicators, right? That's 3:30. Okay. Stocks, right? All right. So does anybody have any questions on what's rule 1, rule 2, and rule 3? Anything? The floor is open. Rule 3. 3 simple rules, right? Opens up above 1800, below 1800, and that's 0. Rule 3. Does anybody have any questions?
Need a screenshot.
We need a screenshot of what? This?
The ADD.
Oh, can someone, you mean the settings again?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, there you go. You got it? That was a yes?
Thanks.
Okay. Okay. So that's the first setting. Oh, I'm sorry. Say it again.
So somebody has 2 devices on, they should get the feedback.
Oh, yeah, somebody has, yeah, some feedback. So that's the screenshot there, and then the styles here. And then don't forget to save it as default here, right? Save as default. I always forget that. That means you're gonna reload it. Okay. Visibility, don't worry about that. That's just, I don't even know where to have that. That's nothing. Okay, any questions on here? If everyone understands how to get the indicator, how to set it up, type in 3 9s. Where the little man come from? Little man come from the tools or indicator right over here in the corner to this. These are your little set of over here. So I can come over here and pick an icon to that.
Yes, Rollo.
Rollo. And this is his lady. What's his lady name? What her name gonna be? Any name by any name?
I don't know. I call Rollo. Somebody else give a name.
I need a name because he gonna need a name. She's gonna need a name right here, right there.
Well, she's the one he goes to the basement for, so.
Right, exactly.
We gotta give her a good name.
Give her a good name. Rollo, right?
We're gonna call her Debbie.
Debbie?
Ah,
Sure.
Hey now, hey
Yeah,
now.
say hey now. You don't have to. What do you want to call her? What's her name? Give me a name.
Never said don't be sending me to the basement.
Yeah, what's her name? Oh,
Jane.
Jane. Okay, Jane's good. Jane Doe. How about that? We can do that.
Thank you.
Jane. Okay, Jane. All right. Plain Jane, right? Jane. Okay, Jane. Jane E. All right, there we go. All right, so that's Jane right there, right? Okay, boom. Now we got Jane right there. All right, so Rollo got to go to work, right? He got off work at 3:30. He is at what level is that? He's at 0, right? You see the market closed at 0. Everybody see that? Let me open it up so you can see what I'm talking about. What time does the stocks close on regular day? Anybody know?
5 o'clock?
No.
No?
For New York time,
Most of the stocks close when the New York markets close, like for stocks.
5 o'clock.
4:30?
4 o'clock.
3:34, something like that. We'll go with 4. That's fine. I mean, all the right. So he got off work at 4 o'clock, right? And she agreed to meet him for dinner. So she's right here, right? Boom. All right. So they went out to dinner, right? On July 18th at 3:45. So far, so good. So she say, I want to stay out all night. He said, I can't because I got to get up at 9 o'clock to go to work. All right. So she wasn't really feeling that. So she left him. So here comes, he said, well, I'm going to go the next day here and meet up with Jane too. So what happened on when he got here? What happened when the market opened up? Remember, this is what is this? This is July 18th, which was Monday, right? So this is where the market closed. Market closed right here. So we need to understand that market closed here, right? Closed, right? Right there, right? So close right here. Close at what? Negative 51. That's where it is right there. Around somewhere up in there. Where's that at? Okay, close right there. So there's a gap maybe filled, right? So it closed here and opened up here, right? So there's this huge gap here. Now, does that gap get filled? We don't know. But does everyone understand this gap right here? Here's a gap right here. So let me move it here. So what happened when the market opened up on today's Tuesday? What happened when the market opened up? Did the gap up or down?
Up.
Okay. Does everybody agree with that?
Yep.
Okay. I
Yes.
just want to make sure. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. Market gapped up. So market gapped up. What does it mean by the market gapped up?
Means that price opened at a higher price than what it closed the previous day.
Okay. Can you repeat that again for everybody?
Price opened at a higher price than what it closed at the previous day.
Okay. Anybody have any questions on that?
No.
Okay. So the rule 1 was what? If it opens up above 1800 and stays above 1800, then it's bullish. right? So
John,
what
when you
happened?
say when it stays, opens and stays, do you
Right.
mean after the candle, the first candle closes when the
Yes.
market opens?
Yeah, so let's look at that.
Okay.
What happened where does market open up? The dotted lines are 1800 and negative 1800, right? That comes from just in case somebody came in late, it comes from these, right? So 1800 and 1800. So the price open up above 1800? Yes or no? Plus. It did, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what happened to the day?
Bullish.
You can see that, right?
Yes.
So
Beautiful.
so you could have got into this trade and stayed in it at 9:30. You can draw a trend line to the sky, right?
Wow.
Even if you didn't know this, even if you didn't, hold on. Even if you didn't know this here, let's say you just had this information right here, right? Say you didn't know, say you just had the 9:30 candle, right there. So you could wait 9:30, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This 15-minute time frame. So by 9:30, this 9:30. What time is this? 10:45. You already know this is bullish run. It stayed above 1800. If it stayed above 1800, you bullish run. So you could have gotten in this trade right at 9:30 with no hesitation. You would have been in here and you could have got I don't know how many that was, that 78 pips, 73 pips right at the open. And you could have held it, right? You could have held it all the way up here someplace if you want to, 82. But I would have just got my 70 pips and got out. You've been done. That's 10, that's 11 o'clock. 9:30, so an hour and a half, you got 74 pips right out the box by just following this simple rule.
Ooh.
If you see a setup like this on any pair, just like this, where the man is up here in the attic with the lady, and they stay in the attic and they hang out in the attic up here, and they travels all the way up here. And when the market closed at 4, right? You said 345. Was it above 1800 or below?
Above.
So this would have been, you'd have stayed a trade from 9:30 to 3:30, and you would have got all this pips. You would have had some drawdown here and there, and some because retracements, that type of thing, pullbacks, I'm going to call it. But you could have stayed in the trade. You could have swung this trade all the way up here,
Hey,
and then straight.
John.
Yes,
What's up, John? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. Anytime we're on a session with you, man, you teaching us about this ad, man. It's a great day.
I'm just trying to spread the love, brother. As we said before. So, but yeah, the question, yeah.
I was gonna tell you, we caught that push to the upside this morning. I caught it out in the live session.
Beautiful.
And what we used for confirmation was kind of the break and retest structure. So
okay, beautiful.
But if I'd so I hope somebody's paying attention to what he's teaching right now, so that in the event, if I'm on a call and we're trying to do something on a live session, we definitely can take the knowledge that he's sharing right now and implement it to kind of increase the chances of being successful. You know what I mean?
So yeah, I agree. Totally
Right,
agree.
and we could have held
100%. Yeah. So this works on GJ, right? So I'm glad you said Nas, because they said the same thing. You could have rolled this up, now that the movement for GJ and the way you calculate pips and leverage is different for Nas. You could have got paid off this trade if you would have watched this thing here. So look at this here. If I come over, and I can just go ahead and Nas do this over here. Let me just say I got that. Does everyone understand this rule here? Because I'm gonna go over each one of these rules.
Yeah.
I understand
Yes.
the rule.
Okay.
So just before we leave GJ,
Yes.
right? That first candle was a 15-minute candle.
Yes.
Do you wait 15 minutes or do you look at the action on a lower time frame?
You can look at an action on a lower time frame if you want. Because now you're doing a multi-time frame analysis, top-down analysis, which you can do. So if you did that and you had your chart marked up, you would have seen these order blocks of FEGs in here, and you would have known that I got a lower low here, down here, and then it took off. So you could have done that. You could have done your analysis, jump down 3 minute time frame. Same thing, right? You see how it hit this lower low here. Let me if I put a line here, that's a lower low at 10:06. You see the same lower low here? See that? 10:05. The lower low is on 1 minute time frame. You'll see a lower low. You should see a lower low there. Well, maybe not. But I got a lower low on the 3. I got a lower low on the 5, right? It's kind of higher low, but you know what I'm saying. 15. But yes, you can use your lower time frames. I just decided to use 15 for this example.
All right.
But yes, you can. You can. But let's look at this for a second. What if because another person just text messaged me, say, okay, Jay, we don't have these pay indicators you got. So what would I have to do? So like when you on Sean's Zooms, right? Or Zooms, what everybody do, Zooms, you have to know how to mark a chart up, right? So how do we do that? Let's get rid of this must be this is the pip thing. So how would I do this? If I'm looking to trade this, what am I doing? Reverse right here, right? Would you say that's a point in the market right there?
Yeah.
Okay. If I mark this up, would you say that's a point in the market right there?
I would think so.
Okay. Anybody else? About this one here?
I would like to see a pullback on it.
Okay. What about here? Right, where these guys are? All these wicks in here.
Yep.
Definitely that.
Okay. So I'm gonna draw a trend line right here. Right here, right? So what are we looking for? Can I get a sell in GJ? What would you do right now to get a sell in GJ? What if I was calling a sell right now? What am I gonna do? Let's look at GJ right now. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It has to break that trend line, right?
Like the trend line, close below the trend line.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's 3 minutes. We're gonna hang out right here for 3 minutes, and we're gonna see if we get us a trade. You want to do that, or you want to go over to Nas to check that out?
We can stay right where we at.
Okay. So what are we waiting for again?
A close below the trend line.
Okay. And if you get a close below the trend line, how many people will take this trade?
I would.
As one
You
voice.
want it, you want
I wouldn't.
you want it
I
to
would wait till
retest.
it breaks past 565.
So okay. So you're looking for a break of this level here. Let me just break and see what
Because
I
that's a
understand.
support line, right?
Right here, you mean? Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
565 is a support. So it
So-
might test it and go back up.
So you think that it'll come here,
I'd want it to break that.
break 555?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a lot of pips you're giving up.
So let me make sure I understand this. You want to break here.
Before I
break
got
this.
in the trade, yeah.
You're looking for a retest, or you're just taking it down as tank? Retest this
Take it
level
in.
here?
No.
You're saying no?
If I was trading with the trend, wouldn't I wait for it to test that line and go back up?
Well, that's what I'm asking.
No. Break the previous support and then go back up because it's
Previous-
a bullish trend.
So you're waiting for it to come up here,
Nope. No.
and then no.
No,
Tell
because
me what
that's the higher high, right? The red
So-
line. Well,
So
Yeah.
tell me how you would trade this.
Did you
So
get
me-
rid of those last 2 hours?
Anybody? Yeah, I'm gonna delete the 2 hours. I want someone to tell me how they would trade this. Not me, but them, whoever them is. You tell me what you
Personally,
saw.
me,
Yes.
how I would trade it.
Tell me.
If we don't get a break of that trend line, if I get a push up and it reacts to that FVG and gives me a sell signal, some type of pattern over there, then I'll sell it.
This is a little zone here. Would you agree with that?
Yep.
So I can put a resistance zone here. Okay, so again, I want to get a trade in GJ. Somebody told me we got to stay here, right? So we staying here. We're going to Nas.
I'm okay with you.
Because last time I had a session, we was doing all this analysis and then we left, then the thing pushed up. So this is where we are here. So anybody else? We got 1 minute left on this candle, right? Is this just a retracement and it's going to shoot back up, or is it going to break this trend line and go down to the downside? What do you think?
I'm thinking it's ready to break that trend line and go to the downside. And I would
Okay.
wait for it to break the trend line, retest and get in.
Okay.
So I'm looking at
I am gonna
the,
be
I would drop
honest.
down to the lower time frame to see what it's selling.
Yeah, so I would wait for it to break the 15-minute and then drop down to the 5 and wait on the retest to get in for entry.
So are y'all saying y'all are looking at it to break the trend line, then retest the trend line, or retest the support line?
Retest the trend.
The trend line would be for me. But in all honesty, I saw the candle on the 15-minute that closed previous, and I put on a very small position short. So
I think I wouldn't.
and I've been in it all day. I've been in it all day.
And it actually depends on what you're looking for. You know, what type of trade are you looking to get? Are you looking to get 10 pips, 20 pips?
Right,
Like,
right. Because I think on the trend line, you could get the 10 pips, but if you're looking for a longer
trade the 10
trade,
pips.
I
So
would wait for it to break the support line.
yeah, if I get that break on that the fifth, if you know, if I was already in the sale though for GJ. But if it breaks the trend line, if I was looking to trade it, you know, I would wait on it to break and a retest on like a smaller time frame, and then y'all would take it for a sale. But again, I only trade for 10 pips, so I'm sure
this
have gotten it.
from here to there is 30 pips we're looking at, right?
Right, so I got my 10 pips
Okay.
if it goes past it.
So this is 10 pips here, right? Right there, right? Right there, right?
Yeah, me and Debbie been talking about GJ all afternoon.
Yeah. Okay, so it's trying to, what is it trying to do right now? It's playing around on a trend line, right? So okay, so we're here with this markup, so we're waiting. So we can wait here at 15-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame is looking like that, right? So we don't have none yet. So do we wait on this, or do we go to NAS and see why the ADD would have got you paid today if you played it right?
I would like to know, because I think I saw your post about the sales. I didn't get a chance to see where you sold NAS today.
That wasn't a sell for today. That was yesterday.
Oh, that was previous. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was up till 4, whatever time Mike told me to go to sleep.
Because I think some of us in the group were in sales.
Yeah. No, I would have. There's no sales for NAS today.
Okay.
If you were selling NAS, you must have been on another planet. I'm not trying to be funny. That's just the way it is. But anyway, so
I was bullish all day.
exactly, and I'm gonna show you why in a minute. So do we stay here? I want to get my 10 pips. Can I get my 10 pips here?
If you want to get to 10 pips, I'll go with you.
Okay. So what are we doing? You tell me what I'm doing. I'm doing what the crowd wants. What do you want to do? I'm here for you guys. What do you want to do? You want to stay here and work it out, or do you want to flip it? Because I'll wait till 10:30.
Yeah, just drop down to a 5 and let's see some price action, see how the candle closes.
Okay, I'm with you.
Oh, actually, you just got a new 1-hour candle. So. Huh.
Let's see, what's this 3-minute time frame doing? Okay, well, it's kind of playing around, right? We still need a break, right? We're still waiting for a break of this. So, all right. So while we wait on this, what else is going on?
Hey, so question, just to be clear, you guys are only shooting for 10 pips right now on this?
You can shoot for 10 or 30. Doesn't matter.
Okay, so your is a 30 pip move total.
Right, but what I wanted to emphasize is that in the challenge, you only want 10 pips. You can get it anywhere you want, but can you get 10 pips? So you gotta get 10 pips, 30 trading days. But this is a possible 30 pip move, but you might not get that. So, you know, to each his own.
Yeah.
But everyone understand that the ADD told you it was bullish and it's bullish. See that? This ADD don't lie. Really doesn't. So that's there. So I'm waiting over here, right? What we got? If it breaks this trend line, if I get a nice FU candle breaking the trend line, I'm gonna take this trade.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know. Yeah, I think
You
oh,
can
man.
set an alarm.
Yeah, I could, right?
Hmm.
That's true. You're right.
And my alerts be tripping. Cause I promise you, them suckers will tell me it hit, and that's gonna be way gone.
So which one would you do? Crossing down, moving down?
Crossing down, yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I got that. Boom. All right. I'm still what I got here. All right. So that's the only one I got. All right. So we got. So you want to keep this here and move over to another pair, or just we sit and wait?
No, we can look at Nas.
Okay. So what did Nas tell you today? Let me take these off.
Well, it told me that it was buying, but I thought it was telling me that it was selling.
Okay. So let's
I
go
didn't know the
through.
rules.
Let's go through the rules again. I'm over
So
here.
now that I know, I see why it did what it did.
So what I saw, man, what I saw with NAS was I saw a pullback occurring, and once I saw that my target zone, my pullback zone didn't get respected, I knew it was bullish. So that I didn't use no indicator or nothing like that, but just straight up, that's my indication that, hey, look, this trade is invalid. We got to see what NAS is really doing now.
Okay. So
Right, because she blew by our zone.
okay. So let me just peek here real quick. All right. Just peek there. All right. All right. So go over here. All right. So the dotted lines are what? 1800, negative 1800, right? So man closed down here on the first floor, right? That's X. I don't want X, right? I might get X, man. X. I guess that's cool. So then I come here, right? See if I can get a man. Man opened up here, right? Man there. So X opened up right there, right? So where did the candle open up today?
Above 1800.
Okay, so what the rules say?
It's above
If it
1800.
stays above 1800, you buy.
Okay, so I'm sorry, go ahead. Someone had a comment. I'm sorry. So I want to draw my support and resistance. So would you agree with this? Would you put it here or here? Here or here?
Either one looks fine to me.
I'll put it at the base of the candle. I mean, it's really a zone.
Here,
Right.
Okay,
That's
zone,
why
right?
I would probably draw a zone on that.
I would incorporate the wick and the base of the, yeah, there you go.
Okay,
Yep.
so everyone's good with this?
Yep.
Everyone's good with this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so 930 is right here, right? Correct?
Mm-hmm.
I want a 15-minute time frame. And the candle opened up above 1800, right?
Right.
So how many candles would you wait before you press buy?
Just one?
Okay, let me ask this question. Can I do a trend line like this to the sky?
Yep.
I don't know this over here. Remember, I don't know this. I'm just over here, right? So I just draw a trend line like that. So when this trade was happening, this was a spot, right? I call it a spicy spot. This was a spicy spot here, right? And here's one right here. What zone is this playing? What is this playing? Support or resistance?
Support.
Okay, everybody cool with that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, just checking. I'll make sure that I'm, just checking out. All right. So how many times did? All right. So I want to get that man. Hold on, I can't get that man. Sometimes trading be bugging, man.
Go get Rollo.
Huh?
They go get Rollo.
I'm trying to get Rollo, dog. Let me see. I forget to say
Rollo
what you
sleep,
got.
bro.
Oh, okay, still playing. All right, so let's go over here and get Rollo. I might want to get Rollo, man. He might be. He's getting X'd out.
Oh,
See,
who
right.
hating on Rollo?
Yeah, boom, right here, right? Oh, here we go. All right, I got a man right there. Man right there. So do you agree with that the man is at nice spots?
Yep.
Those are entry
Yes.
spots, right? Those are where you get into the trade, right? Would you enter here?
No.
Okay, somebody said no. Why not here? Somebody said no.
Because it's the ADD it's below the 1800 point if we're going up, right?
Okay, and this is what? Now, if you're using the ADD to help you trade, Nas, it's already here, and it's over. It's the end of the day. So
Right.
Mhm.
Leave that alone.
and this is behind the scenes. So I wouldn't be messing with any of this. You see, I'm only dealing with 9:30 openings. You see, this. Right, what we
I
have
had to
here.
catch myself, bro. I didn't want to spill all the sauce, let somebody else learn.
No, it's good. I'm right here 9:30, right? 9:30, right? Boom. Okay, so let's look at this here for a second. Now, this opened up at 9:30, right? So you could have done this too, right? How many people know what a counter trend line is? Does anybody know what a counter trend line is?
No, that's the first time I've heard of that term.
It's like a pullback, right? Drawing the trend of the pullback.
It's the opposite of the other trend.
Okay, so let me delete this trend line here. Okay, this trend line here. This trend line here, you can draw right here, right? You can put it right here, right? Would you agree with that? Because you don't know this, right? You put it right here. You're waiting for a break, right? Of that, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So once this broke, would you get in here?
I would.
Would you enter this trader here if it broke?
No.
Somebody said no.
Again?
9:30? No, that's not even 9:30.
It's 3:15.
Yeah,
Yeah,
obviously.
I wouldn't have gotten in.
You wouldn't have or would have?
Would not.
Okay, so you're saying no Rollo, right? But anybody else take this trade from here up, right here?
I would have.
I would.
Okay, well, tell me your reasoning behind it.
I would have
So,
took it because you
it's-
got 2 taps to that zone.
Yep.
And for me, I like that that Harami pattern.
And it's opening bell with the above 1800.
Yep.
Well, this right, but this
And it
not
broke
here
the
though.
trend line, and it
Not
broke
here.
the trend
That's
line.
the bill ain't even open yet.
This is 3:30 in the morning.
So once I saw that third green bullish candle come up
Okay.
above that previous red right there, I'd be entered.
Oh, okay, so you're telling me, you're saying
Looks like a liquidity sweep.
right here, yeah. So you're saying, let me just understand what you're saying here. Somebody said, and I
Give me my
apologize.
little guy and you can put him right under that third.
Yes, actually,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the little lady for respect for the lady.
bullet.
So you're saying right here, right? Right here, 1, 2, 3, right here.
there. No, go back. There.
Yeah, put Debbie right
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
Right here.
Right after that closed, I'd get in long.
Oh, okay. So she's saying get along. How many people do that? So she's saying that Debbie's going long right here, right? Or Jane long.
Once that closed, once that red candle closed,
Y'all crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Jane's long.
Jane is long. Jane is going long, right? When candle closed, you said, right?
When that red candle closed, I'd have gotten in to go long.
Okay. So that's the rule. This is a Debbie rule. So how many people agree with that?
I'd still be a little iffy that it didn't close above the red, okay? So I'd still be a little iffy, but it's a base rally type thing, and yeah.
So this is at 4:30. Oh, sorry, 4:15 in the morning. So 4:15 in the morning, you're getting a trade going long, right?
Would
Yeah, I
have had to
would.
put moving average in there. for confirmation, me personally.
I'd have flipped
Oh.
my EMAs on to see what's going on with those. I would have,
Exactly,
Okay, so
I
let's
would
do
have been
that.
looking for other confluences also.
exactly.
But when I see that tap, you know, like that third tap there, I had to look to the left to see what the tap was really about. I mean, putting us on the spot here.
20 is yellow. And 200, it's gonna be red. Am I good with that?
Mhm.
20 and 200.
Yeah, I like that.
I
So
like
now
that a lot.
So I come
That
over
would
here
make-
now. Would you take this trade now?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
Why?
Everything says that it's bullish.
What's
honestly.
everything?
And your little guy is all above the 1800.
Above the 200.
Okay, so yeah, above 200.
Above the 200. We got the close
Price is
candle.
also above the 20.
Yeah. And you got the close above that trend line as well.
Yep,
PL's trend line. Everybody good with that?
yep.
Okay. Anybody else?
And then look how
The
far
20,
apart EMAs are too.
Okay.
Yep.
the 20 is above the 200 too.
And once that second blue candle closed above the yellow, that it was going up.
Okay. So
And I would
you
have
would
added on when it retested on that yellow.
over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would have had 218 pips. Well, no, you up here, right? Because I'm sorry, 133. Okay, because it came back to it. I think some up in there. 123, whatever. So you would already
You still
been
have
in
been
this trade, huh?
Regardless, you still have been banking regardless.
Right, right. So you'd have banked regardless at 430, and then you would have woke back up at 9:30 to continue to get the continuation of this trade, right?
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I blew right through the New York alarm this morning.
Okay, so let me go back to DJ. We got a trade? Nope. All right, so I'm not going. Does anybody see another pair that's moving? Anybody?
I'm
Somebody?
looking.
Because I'll happily go to it. So if we don't have another pair for tomorrow, and GJ is playing around right now, right? So how do we get ready for tomorrow?
Oh, look at EJ.
Okay, I'll be happy to do that. Let me go over here to that.
Start out maybe on the 4 hour.
Okay.
Let me check and see what news is tomorrow. We got pound news at 2. We got CAD news at 8:30. And then we have tentative JPY at no time. They never give a time.
I don't. So are there any moves we can look at this, or are we in no man's land?
Well, I mean, it just tapped into a 4 hour order block. Let's see what's going on the lower time frames. It's coming up on it. Just finished that whole gap on that 4 hour candle.
Okay. So you want to hang out here and wait this?
Well, hang on. Let me look. Let me look.
There's a reason why I like to trade NOS with the ADD because it moves fast. It's a fast moving car. And
Yeah,
it don't move
waiting and
slow.
waiting is not fun.
No, I hate that. I don't like to wait for trades.
Taisha
don't-
and I have been sitting in GJ in the same spot since this
Oh.
morning.
Yeah, no. Okay, look at this. We got some work here. Look, somebody's coming. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here we go.
Let's go. Let's go.
So here we go.
Were you back at GJ?
Yeah, if this breaks the trend line, I'm taking a trade. That's just me. I'm already in a buy in 4 positions on GJ, but this is a scalp. So here we go. What we got here? Oh, we got something here, right? No, we got something. Let's go. All right, here we go. I'm ready to go. Got a new order right here. Ready? Ready? This is my one order. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Boom. I took a sell. There it is. I just took a sell. So people say, well, dang, let's see, I took a sell on this thing. I just took a sell, jumped right in, man. I didn't wait for no pullback, no testing, none of that stuff, jumped right in. So when I get burned, let's see. Let's see. You should wait for a pullback, or you leave, excuse me, getting tongue tied. You should wait for something. So I just got this trade right now. I just jumped in the trade. I jumped in trade at 165.834. Let me put that in there so you can see what I'm talking about. I just jumped in this trade right now. 165. What did I say? 165.834. Excuse me. Let me go back over here. 165.834. That's my entry, right?
If you take it to 165.767, you'll have basically 11 pips.
Okay. So
So one of my entries is 165.11. 166.11.
okay, so let me get
It
this.
was a little aggressive, but it looked like it was getting tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
Here come the retest.
So let me get my levels here, right? And then what, 11 pips, 10 pips, right there, boom. Right there, right? 10 pips is right here, which is 165.733. So I'm putting that on my I'm putting that in my other trader right now. Come on, man.
155. You mean 165?
155, yeah. 165. And your stop loss is whatever you want it to be. I don't give stop losses out. So I just moved my take profit into 165.733. That's where I'm at right now. So let's see. $155. What would you put the stop loss at?
I would keep a tight
I guess you
stop loss.
Give me a stop loss.
Tight, probably around like 166.039.
of that little structure on the 5 minute.
166.039 like this.
So I wouldn't do that because it's approaching that area a little bit.
It'll
Well,
see
no, kind of sort of, but
So where am I putting my stop loss at? Tell me when to stop.
I mean, generic is 10 pips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So if we think this is going down, it's going to respect the trend line, then I would see you placing it above the trend line somewhere.
10 pips from here is here. Right there, right? Right?
Where you say you entered that one what?
Well, let me get rid of these lines so you can see what I'm talking about.
I think he said 8.4 was his entry.
I got in at 834, which is right here. Let me make this line a little thicker. I got in there, okay? So my take profit, this is take profit here, right? That's 10 pips, right? Remember we measured it?
What's your take profit price?
Right
166.
here.
165.
165.733. Might be further down, right? That's it right there. That's 10 pips, right? 10 pips here. Something there. So I was asking, where should my stop loss be? This is the stop loss. I'm in profit right now. You see?
04.
04 up here?
Just right above the 5 minute, right above that structure on the 5 minute. If you
Give me a
want.
number.
I'm 166.05. How's
Okay,
that?
166.05 like this. Is that right?
I can't
Close
see.
enough.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in profit right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up $13. I'm up $22 now. I did a lot size on this. It wasn't like a little one, but I'm up $15. I'm only going for 10 pips, right? 155.733. So I've got 49 seconds on this candle here, right? So do you think I'm gonna get my 10 pips?
Probably, it might pull back up there to like, it left that little gap up on the it might pull back up to like 94, 95. I think if it possibly pulls back up. I think GJ is ready to drop.
I hope she listened to you. Because she ain't listening to me. So
She's gonna go. She's not just gonna give it to you. You've been getting it all week.
yeah, but I'm trying to like, Damn, that's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. So I'm gonna wait now, right?
She might go back up there, close that gap, and then pop back down.
So my stop
But it
loss
looks
is,
like on the 1 hour, it's been ranging all damn day.
and sometimes it gets like that, right?
Yeah.
This stuff is mad slow, mad slow.
Yeah.
All right, so we just sitting here waiting. What else we got? Uh-oh. Damn, look at this. This is crazy, right? I probably have to start I probably have to start a Zoom at 7 o'clock. I try that different than 9 o'clock, but
So here's something that might be.
Yeah.
Take a look at pound cat. Oh wait, that's a 1 hour. Hang on.
You hit profit by now, man. You hit?
not yet. Hold on, let me check. Not yet. 155, 733, not yet. I'm at 155, 788.
Wow, my
At once-
broker's is 767.
I'm at I'm on 165, 788. It's going between 791, 98. Let's push it back up. I need 733, 762, 760, 764. I feel like I sound like this is one of those right
Auction.
auction, right? Yeah. 769, 761,
Well, I
778.
have 773.
Yeah, 789, 784, 782. Damn, this is the hardest temperature you have to get in life, right? 73, 782. I mean, it ain't nothing wrong with taking profit right now, though. But I'm trying to get 10 pips. That's the goal. 789, 788. That's playing.
We're probably gonna be waiting for a while.
Just give her-
Close
Just
enough.
because they know we just because they know we got an audience.
that's terrible, man. I thought. Damn. So Jane is doing that. 757.
There it
She's
is.
giving it to you. There you go.
I'm at 761.
763.
I need
755.
749.
755.
746.
You hit it.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna
still not
stay
there.
in the trade. I'm not getting out.
750. 755. I'm not there yet.
753.
748. Uh-oh. 742.
733.
744.
It
726.
made it. It hit.
741. It made it, but I'm still. 740.
Y'all
I'm still.
buggy, yo.
Mine
Nah,
hit.
I got it.
Mine hit.
Oh, take profit has been smashed. 10 pips. All right. Okay.
And that
so
was
what's
a
next?
one lot size, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah. So okay.
Now
So
explain to everyone why you went ahead and entered the trade as soon as it broke instead of waiting for the retest.
say it again.
They're breaking the trend line.
repeat that
Because
again?
it's gonna go retest anyway.
I'm sorry?
It's probably gonna retest that trend line. Although it's been waiting to drop all day, maybe it won't.
But I'm saying who would have taken the trade like that, or who would have waited for the retest?
Well, since I got in on that drippy candle on the 15-minute a while ago, I guess I would have just went right in.
Right, and it's only 10 pips too.
I mean,
So-
it was,
So would you have taken the trade just like he did, or would you have waited for the retest?
Being that it's not a long trade, I probably would have took it because it's a short trade. But if it was a longer trade, then you would just wait for more confirmation.
but the part where we were waiting for this to drop all day really has to come into play too. Right? Because there's a bias there. You know what I mean?
Explain.
That's just honest. If we were talking about NAS, I would definitely wait for the break and the retest.
Okay.
So we stay here, or we look something else.
What about GER 30? He was pretty bullish too. Very bullish.
Same as Nas.
Yep.
So how do you set? How do you go for set up for tomorrow?
How do you set up for tomorrow?
I'd go to the higher time frame and find your levels. Find where you are on this.
Would you go to a daily, a 1 hour, 4 hour?
I'd start at a 4-hour.
And then what?
I'd mark that imbalance up there with a rectangle, so I'd see where that is. So I'd have that visual up there,
We're up here.
up above those wicks, right there, to the
This-
next to the top of
This-
the whole inside of that candle. Well, the inside of that candle above it is actually the imbalance. So that's an FVG. It's going to go up into that and come, and it should pull back.
Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful?
Mhm.
I ain't no Mark Nelson up no more.
All right.
What does FEG stand for? I never
Fair
used it.
value gap,
What?
So
a fair value gap.
Okay, got you.
It's the same thing as an imbalance.
Okay.
now what do I do?
So you drop down to the lower time frame and you see what's going on. You can get ready, watch price action.
Okay, what else I'm gonna do?
It's all a waiting game, isn't it?
Can I tell you what I would do? Can I tell you how I'm gonna trade this tomorrow?
Well, okay, so your guy's still in the attic. He's up on the roof.
Right. So this is how I'm gonna trade it tomorrow. Let me bring this up here. So let me
Well,
just
he
say I'm gonna trade this
closed on the
tomorrow.
roof.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Okay.
close on the roof up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 930 is over here. 930 is right here, right there. 930 right there, right? Okay. So this is how I'm gonna trade it. Where's my I want to bring someone in here. That's fine. So this is how I'm gonna trade it. I'm gonna draw me a trend line here because that's where it is right there, right? So it's gonna break it sometime. It's gonna break this break the trend line sometime. I don't know when, but I have all the gap over here. So this is how I'm gonna look at this. Let me bring in my man in here. So close right there. So if a man open up here, what's gonna happen? If a man open up here,
And
what's
it's
gonna
getting,
happen? If a man open up here, there's 3 places he can open up, right? So you ever heard of Deuces Wild?
Yes.
You ever heard of 3 is the magic number?
yeah,
Yes.
How many people know about that? 3 is the magic number. So he opened up here. So where he closed at, he closed right here, right? Where we closed at, right? Let me make the line a little too thick. So he closed right here. So I'm coming tomorrow morning at 9:30. I'm gonna probably get on 8:30 and I'm gonna see where price is. Where's price of, because we don't know. This is what from 9:45 all the way 12-hour gap, right? So I gotta see what's gonna happen here. It's gonna do something in London, right? Whatever it might do. So if he open up here, and he stay above 1800, then this thing's gonna skyrocket, right? But there's some serious red blood up here. 15-minute, 4-hour FEGs. So I'm expecting this thing to crash, right? Because it's have to crash. Is it oversold?
Just because it's showing oversold, right?
So let me see.
So-
I'm just gonna bring in the RSI out here. Just a basic RSI, right? RSI don't lie, right? Like this. Basic. Okay, so what we looking at? Look at this. Let me go back and make the RSI even better. Chart 90. So my oversold is 90. My oversold is 20. Just over there. Not 80. I use 90 and 20. I think use 80. 80 is fine. 85 from the. I use 80. 80 is fine. And the middle is 50. 50 is going to be consolidation. That right. Let's make the level so I can see. RSI upper band. I want it yellow, right? Like this. Boom, like that, right? And then here, boom, and yellow, and yellow right there, right? Actually, let's make this red because it's right. It's the selling market, and let's make this green. Make that green, right? Like that. Okay. All right. So where is it now? Oversold, right? Overbought.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. You see what moved down here, right? It pushed up, right? A little bit. So what I'm gonna do is if he open up here and he stays above 1800, then this thing is going to skyrocket up here, right? Then it's going to be way overbought. So that means that there's going to be a crash coming soon. When's the crash going to come? If you don't get a crash before 12 or 12:30, remember I said that, yes, I said it, not yesterday, was it yesterday? Monday? Whatever day it was, I said it's going to crash. Remember it crashed?
It was
Crashed after
Monday.
12, right? Monday, right? Remember it crashed here, remember?
Yeah.
That's
Yep,
where that
yep.
sell was from. Those sales I posted was from here. So I said it's going to crash after 12 o'clock. Remember the magic number was 12,600, remember?
Yep, yep.
So that was the magic number. The magic number was 12,600. So I need another magic number up here someplace. I'll know what the magic number is once we get into New York. I don't know what the magic number is. I'm gonna leave this right there. It's unknown.
Mm.
So if you open up here and you stay above 1800, I'm taking buys for the market. But if it starts hitting resistance, then I'm looking for a sell off sometime within the afternoon or sometime in the later day, which consider for Asia. If we open up here, then there's a tricky spot because he might push up, might push down. So if you open up here, I have to be very cautious. I gotta see, I need other confluences to help me decide what I'm gonna do. If he open up here in the basement, he can push up. He can push up sometime during the day. So if this is over, if this is from what I'm thinking is going to happen is it's going to be overbought big time all through the night, and then dude's going to open up down here in the basement, and we're going to be taking buys, and he's going to want to join. Jane's going to be up here, so he can either meet Jane up here or meet her up here, because Jane not want to be in the basement with him. So that's where he's going
Man,
to be
put
looking.
some spec on that man's name. That's Rollo.
Well, call Rollo. Yeah, Rollo.
Yeah, you got a Jane, you got to give him.
Yeah, I gotta put some spec on his name.
So, so if there's 3 places to open, right? Let me go show you real quick. This is 1, right? 1, right? 1's here, right? 1, and then I got 2 clone, 2's here, 2, and then 3. So this is how I'm gonna trade Nas tomorrow. This is me personally. I'll know exactly what's happening at 9:30. I'll know exactly what's happening.
Does this market internal give you does it have a candle that opens before 9:30 or?
No.
Okay, so you don't get any indication from that.
Nope. Once the candle opens up at 9:30, if you ask me what's happening, I'll tell you exactly how I'm planning on trade, and I will put my ideas, thoughts. I'm not gonna give stop loss and all that stuff. That's up to the person. I'm just gonna tell you I'm looking for buys, looking for sells, and then I'm gonna say I'm in it, and I'll go from there. But I'll know exactly what happens at 9:30.
So at 9:30, does that kick in and start forming candles?
Yes.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
So you just see where it opens up.
Yes. Beautiful.
Awesome.
I'm gonna do a session, a live New York session sometime. I don't know when on this.
While it's actually forming as it's
Show you.
right.
I'm gonna jump on like around 9 o'clock and mark the charts or whatever else. And then when 9:30 hits, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. And then you can back test this. You can back test and see. You clearly see the gaps.
Mhm.
This is so beautiful about this. So let's watch this for a second. I can come over here, right? And watch this. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna back test this right here. So I'm gonna come over here and we're gonna back test it before 9 o'clock, right here someplace. Well, let's say 6 o'clock. All right. So you don't know this stuff here, don't know. All right. Take this off so you can see. All right, so watch this.
And it closed in the middle at 0.
You see, you don't have no candles here because this is behind the scenes.
Right.
Market's closed. That's why you don't have the candles. So let's see. See, where the candle open up?
Got it.
Okay.
So it's got to fill the gap.
First candle open up at 1800. Right. Let's slow it down so you can see what I'm talking about.
Now you don't get hasty and just get in because the first candle's opening up above 1800, right?
Depends on who it is. If I see a candle open up above 1800 and if I got 1 or 2 candles.
Right. I hear you. Yeah.
But then I would have known this was a bull run because I saw it before.
Right.
I would have jumped in at 9:30.
Of course.
But I would jumped in with 9:30 with a lot or 2 lots automatically. I wouldn't have waited.
Well, look at those candles that formed on that line. Yeah.
Because you guys told me that the crosses happened over here.
Yeah.
Before. So let's see. Above 1800.
So when do you ever play the gap fill that you talked about?
Oh, that's a different scenario. I have to show you that. This would have been a straight bullish trade all day. You would not have gotten out. You would not have gotten no sales or nothing. You would have held this trade from 9:30 to 3:30 with no hesitation. You would have dealt with the pullbacks and everything. So you look at that. Now we're done, right? This is done.
And that was a nice trade.
So that's how I would have traded this.
Those that were planning to get on the trade on GJ, we're getting our retest right now.
On the same trend line. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we just squeezed 10 pesos this thing, man. Dang. So that's what I'm looking for tomorrow. Where it's gonna open up. But it's up here. So he got to fill a gap here, right? He got to come down. This gapped up, right?
Yeah. And you don't see Jane anywhere. She's probably in the basement.
Right. So you got to have this gap down
Yeah.
sometime. So I'm not even looking for this to be a 3. If it comes at 3, it's going to tank because it can be 3 and continue to be up. But if it's 3 and you way overbought, it's going to tank. That's the caveat to this rule here. It can open up above 1800, but the key word is stays above 1800. If it don't stay above 1800, then you're looking for sales. So here's another example. Where did this open up at? Right here.
But it didn't even get above the.
Right. It stayed right here, right? At 9:30, and what happened? That was Monday. Remember, it kind of went down a little bit. It was stayed at 12,600. Remember 160.
Yeah.
And then it had that sell off at lunch. So I use support resistance. It was 12,160. That was the magic number. Remember, I kept saying 12,160 is a number we're looking for.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Boom! She dropped
To
from the
the
sky
pit.
right here.
To the pit.
Right there, right? It
Yeah.
hit, how many was it? 1, 2, 3, 12,160. 12,160 was the emotional number that the market makers had on the system, and it dropped right at 12:15. I took it after lunch. And then you would have got, if you didn't catch this, you'd have caught it right here. This is a break and retest right here, perfect, right here. Boom.
The spicy area.
All right. So this is how I'm looking for NOS tomorrow. If it opens up at 3, like it did here, it's 3 here, right? It has to stay above 1800 for me to be bullish. If it does not stay above 1800, if it does this kind of a resistance crap, right? Because remember, it could do this too again. If it has a day like Monday, it's going to crash. I don't know when. It might not crash at all, but if it keeps resistance, keep bumping the heads, it's going to crash sometime. You can go back to any chart here and look. And I had another Zoom. Give me a day, any day, and I'll show you how it got traded. Any day.
Any morning, you mean?
Yeah, any morning. Give me a morning. Give me a random day.
Oh, pick a Wednesday, Thursday. Those are usually.
Give me a date.
Oh, go to the 9th.
June 9th.
Sure.
Okay. Check this out.
Let's make sure it's not a Saturday.
The 9th is right here, right? So 15 minute chart. You see, I'm not even going to a higher time frame, right? This is all I'm interested in scalping this thing.
So you don't even check the high time frame, see what, well, you basically know what direct,
Yeah, I don't know what the trend is on the higher time frames. That's if I'm trying to do that. But this here, this little scalp thing, I don't use higher time frames for this. You can to know what it is. You'd like to know what the higher time frame is. That's the overall sentiment. But for this, all right. So this is 9:30, right? And somebody asked me, when do I enter my trades? I enter my trades on a 15-minute time frame all the time because it gives me time to relax. 5 move too fast. That's just me. 9:30 right there, right? So what happened the previous day? Where did it close the previous day? Here, right?
Yeah, in the basement.
So he's in the basement, right?
Yep.
So where did it open up at?
Basement.
Basement. So I got 2 basements, right? So you're expecting it to go up, right?
Mhm.
So what happened here? Let me move it up here a little bit. You can see what happened 9:30 over here, right? Close here at 4 o'clock. So he started here, June 8th, 9th. And what happened on June 9th? It stayed below, right? This is where it didn't get past this level up here, right? Oh, this is up there. What level is that? See, that's negative 1126.
Mhm.
So it's not in the basement, but it's still below. If you're looking at like anything below 0, okay, you're looking for bearish. So it opened up. This candle here is a red candle, right? So it opened up here, right? Top of the red candle right there. So that level is 1280. So it opened up. That's not particularly 1800, but it's 1280. So it has some room to ride down to 1800. So in this particular manner, I say, well, there's a big chance that it could go bearish. It's below 1800, it's probably gonna be bearish, but it's really below 0. So this here, I probably would have waited and try to see what's going on with my candle patterns. Well, if you would have known this, you would have been over here. You would have known that this is thing dropping. So once these 2 cross here, you knew it was a sell off. So the ADD said we're opening up at negative 1280.7. Okay, give me some more information. Okay, 945 roll around. Okay, I got this here, but look at this formation over here. So let's go through and let's put a replay here and watch how it plays out. I'm gonna play it around 7:45, right? So I'm gonna go over here. Watch this. Put it up here. So let's see how the price formation forms. I ain't got nothing over here, right? So let's see what happens. I think that should be right there, right? Okay, I'll stop it once it gets to 9:45, 9:30. Okay, what the candle open up at? This candle open up
In the basement.
the basement, right? Okay, so but what's going on top here?
Ranging.
What's happening right here with these 2 EMAs?
They're all over each other. It's all just ranging.
Okay,
You got the cross.
right. So what does this cross mean?
It looked like you said the red one was the 200, right?
Yeah, red too.
Yeah. Red 200.
Got the 20 crossed over to 200.
So we
Okay.
should drop.
Cross down in a cell.
And
So
then
what does that mean?
It looked like it's
Should be a
selling.
drop.
Oh, don't tell that.
You think it's selling, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wait. All right. So I got that bull candle right there, right?
What does it do? All right.
Went right up to close that gap. And boom. Yep.
Who would have taken a sell with me if I did this?
Oh, I would have taken that sell with you all day.
But where?
Who would have taken the
Right when
sell?
when it went up to test that FVG right there,
That red
Yep.
one after that blue.
I would have got, see where that big bullish candle went up?
Yeah, I would have took the
That next candle after that, I'd have been in short.
talking about
Okay.
the so the blue red,
Well, you see the big bullish candle that happened right there?
right?
Hey, my fellow big boys.
So you saying you took it at that red one right after the big bullish one?
I'm thinking more like the drippy one. After the blue, red, blue, then there's that red one that looks like drippy.
All right, yeah, that's the one I like.
Yeah.
Cause look what it did though. That's the 15 minutes that we on.
Uh-huh.
It filled that imbalance.
Yep. Exactly.
So yeah, that was you had multiple confluences.
And then you got that pin bar.
Absolutely.
That's the one I was talking about, drippy.
Drippy.
That was clean.
Mm-hmm. It's still going.
Yep. Wow.
That's been a good day. Oh, still going.
Wow.
Come on. Change time.
And look at that indicator below the basement.
Is it past 330?
Oh yeah, we've been
So the market closed at 345 here, right?
Yep, that's where we close. That's nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So you're the one that trade. Okay. Give me another date.
March 17th.
Okay.
I don't know. I just picked that out of the blue. Random. DJ's doing its retest.
Yeah, DJ got a little rejection off the 20 EMA
Yep, on the 15.
along
minute.
with the fill.
Yep.
On the 5 minute, look like it could go a little higher.
Yeah, there's a little gap there on the, oh wait, that's a 1 minute.
It may just line up with the EMA and the trend line.
Right? Look at like 165.95. On the 1 minute, that's a little gap. Little left.
Okay.
Okay. So here's March. Here's March 7th. Is that right?
What?
Yeah, 17.
Oh, you said March 17th or March 9th?
Yeah, she said.
Oh, any date is good. That's
Hey,
Okay.
the 22nd is fine. That's my my son's birthday.
okay. Do that one. That's a good day.
Yes,
Which
it
one is
was.
What day?
22nd that you're on right now.
Oh, that's March.
No, that's March 9th.
You were just
That's
on.
March 9th. That's fine. No, that's fine.
Okay. All right. So it's March 9th. Right. So
Looking at the year.
oh yeah. Where did the candle close? Where he close at?
Attic.
Yeah, right. Right there, right?
Below, but so how would you consider that since it's below? It's still in the attic, right?
Yeah, I mean, the red candle closes at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
So that's 1511.
Splitting hairs.
That's still
Okay.
up there, right? So that's still up there. Anything above
Yeah.
1,000's up there. So he's still up there. All right. So this is at this is at 4:30, right? 2:30. So the day opened up here, right? And where he at? And where he at?
He at in the basement.
Okay, the basement, right? So this gap up or down?
Yeah. Down. Yeah.
Here, right? So what price did it open up at here on the ADD? Here, right? What is that? Let me delete that line. See what I see.
I can't see. I honestly can't see.
So this line,
Yeah, you could read it for me. I can't see a thing.
this line opened up here.
So he gapped down.
No, actually, at the red opened the top. So it's 1158. So it's still low, right? 1158 still low in the basement. So what happened here? So it went shot down to 1800. See where we tested 1800, and then it kind of shot back up, shot back down, and then it's filling this gap here. So somebody said, "What about this gap? You got to fill up." Well, here's the gap right here. The gap is right here where it closed here, right? To where it opened right there. That's a gap right there, right? So you could have waited for this price action right in here, which is about what time? 1:15 after lunch, see? So this here could have been an entry right here. See that right here? Or right here. You see that? Based on what you see here, because this gap's being filled, it's entering the zone. See that? Enter the zone. So at 9:30, what happened? So you can go back and you can come here and let's get a continuation of a cell here, right? So let's go to the replay and put a button right at 7:30 right there, right? There we go. So you don't know what's happening. You don't know in this information right there, right?
Right.
So that's how it plays out. Remember, I told you when the market opens up at 9:30, I have an idea what's going to happen when I get the first candle. Okay, so I got a candle right here. We said 9:30. We know we don't know what's going to happen. I have an idea. So who can tell me what the idea is? How you going to trade this? You need more information?
So obviously you just created a lower low. You got that rejection wick. It's ranging right there. Your EMAs are crossing. Fresh cross.
So what would you do? You jump in, you wait.
I'd still be waiting for a second.
Okay. So 9:30 candle is waiting. Now I have a 9:45 candle. Now what do you do?
Oh.
Too late.
What's that?
So I'm looking at that 9:30 candle. It came down and looked like it hit your negative 1800 and rejected off.
Yes.
So that to me would have been an indication that this is your time to get in.
Get in for what?
For your buy.
Okay, let's look at that. Let me write that down. So candle rejected off negative 1800, right?
Yep.
And this is the time. You say time to what? To get it into a buy?
Yes.
And
it rejected off of your zone.
Right.
Zone
Okay, zone.
we
Okay.
previously bought from.
Okay. I'm gonna go with this philosophy right here. Here we go. So let's see.
Oh,
Moving on. So would you bought into a buy like right now, or you would waited? Because you know you're in drawdown, right?
yeah,
Are we waiting for the buy, or you in drawdown?
I probably got stopped out already.
Okay, so we are in DD. That's drawdown, right?
Yep.
And you got stomped out probably, right? Okay.
But with the way the EMAs were crossing, I was thinking short.
Right, sure, right. Because what
I didn't
what
even look
happened
at
here?
that.
What happened here? It pushed up, but where did it push up to? It pushed up here, right?
He's
It's still
still in the
negative.
basement.
Still in the
Yeah.
basement. Negative 940. Negative 943 is on the basement. So this is. Let me make this might make sense to you. This
So he
is
was pushing up but getting nowhere, like it didn't go anywhere.
right. So he pushed up a little bit, but he didn't get nowhere. So when I don't have enough clarity here, I have to use my price action up here, and I see that price is trading below the 20. So even though it came up here, you are getting ready to buy, but not this minute. You gotta wait, because this is the one that has to fill the gap because you're in the basement. So if you're in the basement, there's two scenarios. Well, let me go back over this for a second so you can understand. There's two scenarios for the attic. And maybe I need to write that down, because this is like where you have to get into the some people say, oh, I got in here and I got knocked out over. There's two scenarios for the attic. Attic is if you stay above 1800, stays above it, bullish. That's rule. That's run A. But 1B could be what? 1B is what? It tanks because it has to fill a down gap, right? What I call a down gap or gap down. That make sense?
Yeah.
So you got two rules for this. You got rule 1A, which we saw today, right? It was above 1800, stayed. This one's different, right? It's in the basement, but it could tank. So it opened down here. So we got to look at it like, well, I'm down here in the basement. Am I getting some push up? No. I pushed up to negative 943, and then it continued tanking. And I'm below my EMAs, I'm below here. So it's all sells here. So I can't get into a buy, not just yet. So, and you're right, it did hit the bottom of our zone here. So we got to look at that because it's going to come around. We don't know when it's going to shoot back up, but it's going to shoot back up. So we wait. And now it's playing around on 1800, you see? See, we came in, we tested 1800, came back up
And
here.
that order block that it's dipping into, so.
Right in here, see?
Yep.
So now this, what you said, if you would have stayed in the trade, if you had no stop loss, you'd have been in drawdown, but you would have came back into profit eventually. But so now you use ADD to help you. Oh, now this is like 11:30, right? It's after lunch. So now
nice
the lunchtime is starting to come together, you know. So this little FEG here was here, right? So this is where you would have entered the trade for the buy around here. This is about 11:30. So, and now look what it's doing. It's kind of playing around a little bit, right? and it may even go back and test this FVG, but it winds up going back up because it has to fill a gap, right? So now you see that it's tapping into the gap. Now we're in the gap. So now it's trying to fill the zone. It's trying to fill the zone up.
Yeah.
It may not go all the way, but it's going to go a little bit here. Okay? So you would have got in here,
Mm-hmm.
right? When you could have got in here, but it's like a retest or second entry.
Yeah.
And the rest of the day is going to be bullish. Should be anyway.
And that just works on your last nerve.
Yeah, but if you was here, if you got in here,
Yeah.
or here, you'd have your 200 pips and you've been
Yep.
done. See?
Totally.
So I call this 200 pip and run for Nas.
Okay.
Cool. I like it.
So I do a 200 pip and run challenge. If we did 200 pips every day, or you get 10 pips on a forex pairs. That's what I do. So you would have had this, and the ADD told you that's coming up, and it's coming up in the world, and it stopped. Right? There's no more action. Right? So where it closed at where it closed out here. Right? That's March 10th. Hopefully on the weekend, right? That might be Friday, right? See, that's no way. I gotta close this out. Close out there, right? So that's March 10th, right? I think I was saying right, March 10th.
That's cool. It's definitely.
So you see, we back tested on 2 different days,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I didn't need to look at the 1 hour time frame. So that's what I'm looking for. So like today, so tomorrow, we're gonna see where it opens up at, right?
Today it closed in the attic.
So
Oh, no.
you don't even really need a chart.
No.
You
Well,
really
you know
don't.
what? Have you ever heard of the DOM?
Who?
Depth of market. It's a DOM chart.
No.
That's one of those things. They use it for futures, and they don't even use it. They don't even use charts anymore. They'll use the DOM sometimes, and that's it.
Wow.
And all it's doing is giving you your volume, your order flow.
Yeah, that's cool. That's dope. I mean, it's nice to have a chart. I mean, we want
Yeah,
the
yeah.
charts.
Mick, that ADD is called market intervals.
Internals.
Oh,
So-
internals.
So now I'm gonna give you something else that's gonna blow your mind. This is called VOLD.
Yeah, you started that yesterday, but I didn't really get a grip on that.
Look at
Oh.
VOLD and look at, so if you use the VOLD is a chart. It's not an indicator, it's a chart. So it's volume for New York. It's a New York Stock Exchange volume. So watch this. So now you got extra confluence. So watch this. Okay, so remember, the perfect day for Nas was today, right? It was above 1800. Remember, we saw that, right? Remember, it was above 1800.
Right.
So let me take the indicators off a second. Sorry, and keep my thing. Okay, so we all agree that it opened up above 1800, right? And it was bullish. It stayed above 1800. So this was today 19th. What's today, right? I'm gonna do 19th. So I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put a little text message here. And if you all agree with this, today, July 19th, right? July 19th at 9:30 bell, price open up above above 1800, right? And it stayed above plus 1800 equals bullish, right? ADE, You know what that means? Anybody know what that means? All day, day. Right? Bullish aid. I call it BADE. I like to abbreviate stuff. BADE. Bullish all day, day. All day, every day. If somebody take a sell this market, they smoking crack.
I heard you say that to somebody today that was in it short.
Yeah. Today, all day, every day. All day, every day. If you agree with this analysis, type a 1 in the chat.
Yeah.
That's today's session today. If you agree with when the 930 bell rang and the ADD stayed above 1800, it stayed above 1800. You know how they say floating profit? I'm floating profit 20 pips. What does that mean? Like a buoy and the water, right? It's floating in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So look at this. I can find me a picture of it, right? Floating buoy. B-U-O-Y, right? What does that? What does that say? That it stayed above the water, right? Stayed above the water, right? Kind of like when the submarine. I got an even better thing. I like to use these like submarine. What's the submarine? What's the periscope? Periscope view, right? So what is this? Look at this. See that? Perfect example, right? See this here? If you have this, you're bullish, right? That makes sense?
Yeah.
You're not in the water, right? He's up here someplace. So if you have 930 bell, dismiss. You're bullish all day, every day. This is a perfect example here. This was the perfect setup right here for you. If you didn't trade anything else this week, if you traded this here, you would have slapped a standard on this thing with no problems. This would have been standard here, or 0.10 or whatever you're going to do. So that's the rule for that. So the void here, VOLD, is the same thing. So look at 930. 930 was today, right? 18th. Let me go to 50-minute time frame. 930 was here.
So the void or vold, why do you call it a void if it's vold? Or what do you just mess?
Void. Yeah, mess with the void.
Okay, gotcha.
It's vold, but it's a void
Okay.
because you don't want to avoid it because this information is powerful, but it is vold, VOLD.
So looking at that, I don't understand how to read it. So what do you
okay, so what happened at 930? Look at the level on this thing. Remember, this is the ADD. So now you're using the VOLD and the ADD together, VOLD. So what did the ADD do today? Where did it open up?
In the attic.
And we disagreed. Let me see it over here, right? Copy this.
I thought we agreed.
We did agree.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna bring it over here. So does everyone agree with that still?
Mm-hmm.
So what? And look at the numbers over here. The numbers are a little different, right? So where did this open up at?
It just opened and shut up.
Right. So I'm gonna delete this because we already know that's true, right? So look at the levels. I come here, right? I want -1000, right? -1000. So that's some level. So I'm gonna do all zeros.
Those are some funky levels.
All right, but watch this here. All right. So that's negative. Let's see.
And that's the volatility of the market. Is that what that is?
It's like a volume chart. Let's see. Let's see what's that. Negative 100 there. All right, let me do 0. Okay, so you got 0 right there. All right, and then let's see. I'm gonna do -1000. Negative.
What's the purpose of this?
To blow your mind. All right. You might need to open it up a little bit more. Okay, let me bring it down some. Probably make it like here. See, we're close to here. There. All right. So these are, you can see where it's opening up and closing, right? Gaps.
Right.
All right. So let's take a look at that. All right. So this is where it closed here on that the other day. That's 9:30. See, it's tighter here. You see how it's tighter? Here, when you use both of these together, you see that it's tighter versus here. You see how you have the gaps in here.
Right.
You notice that?
Yeah.
You see behind the scenes, it goes from 3:45, but I have all this to see, right? Here is tighter gaps. It just 9:30, 3:30, boom, close here. See that?
Right.
So 9:30 rolled around, and let's look at what I had here. This is just a VOLD and the ADD.
And
So
this
9:30
actually shows you what's going on behind the scenes. Like
Yeah.
that's all before that big bullish run up top.
Right.
That little
So
bullish.
So what happened? ADD is 1800 float, right? You clearly saw that, right?
Yep.
The VOLD is what?
1, 5.
It opened up here. Because remember, I had 0. So you can use 0 as a marker. 0. So I use 0 as a marker, right? So then I have whatever this is. Imagine this is being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. -1, 2, 3, whatever else. So when this was here, when this opened up here, you saw that this had to be a gap up, right?
Right.
So that's a gap up. Okay. So the 1800 is floating before this. So we got a gap up, right? AAD is 1800 plus float. The VOLD is opening above 0 or below 0? Above 0, right? So the gap up is telling me I'm in the buy mode. ADD is above 1800. Remember what I said? That
Right. Next
I'm in a
up.
buy mode, but I have to be careful because it might have to fill the gap down. Remember, this is a gap up. The gap up, so that it can fill the gap down. There's got to be a gap down, so I have to be careful of that. So I have to watch. So let me go back and replay this so you can see what I'm talking about. Put it right.
You know, something I just learned the other day. I always thought when it fills the gap, that's it, it's filled. But the gap is not actually filled until it fills it and then comes back down the other direction.
Yeah, right.
Then it's filled.
All right, so let's see what we got here. We got this action here. Remember, think of the VOLD as your NOS chart, but you don't have, after 3 o'clock, it goes right to 9. So it skips the, so now it goes here. Because actually, what you would see up here is the market's closed. You'll get a thing here. All right, so we're right there. So it opened up.
This is
there.
9:30.
So it opened up 9:30. And look where this opened up. It opened up
And
here.
it opened up
at 0.
and he's in the basement. Isn't that a gap up right there?
Right here, yeah. This here, yeah. This is a gap up here. So on the VOLD, because you got an ADD gap, and you got a VOLD gap. So this is really he's at the first floor. Somewhere in the basement would be somewhere down here, somewhere like negative, somewhere up here, somewhere. Maybe you can use it of where it's closed last.
Right.
It's closed here in the basement here. So if we're using that, this level,
No, I was
even
looking
here.
Go forward.
Up here.
Go forward. Mhm.
So he opened up. He closed up here, right? And opened up down here, and then he's over here. So this area is 0. So if you continue,
But what I'm trying to point out is down below your ADD, it's above 1800
right? So what is the void doing?
going up.
It filled that gap.
So look at what the void's doing and look what the ADD is doing. The void is going up and the ADD is above 1800. With this, let me delete this again. I want to show you something so we can see it clearly. All right, so I'm gonna go back to replay.
Nice.
How do we use VOLD and ADD with what we do? If VOLD is going up and ADD is, like, how do you use VOLD with like NAS or GJ?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What you see right here is what happened with NAS, right? So this is the reason why NAS was bullish. It's because this price action here. So where's let me go back and let me go back to this is the run here, right? This is 930 run. I want to go back to the previous day. Let's go back to 215. Hold on, not that. I wanted to replay at 215. There, right? So come over here and we play it back. I would have another screen watching NAS.
Right,
while this is
right.
happening. I just want the people to know I'll be flipping back and forth. So I have this here. So it comes in at 930. Right, 930. So boom, the man's in the attic. The ADD is above 1800. All right, so let's look at. Let me write down. I always write down all my information.
Is it? Wait. We're not at, well, that's where we started, but right now we're not. We're at 0.
18. The ADD is 1800. Opened up at 1800, right?
Opened up at 1800, but right now we're at 0, right?
For the ADD or the VOLD.
Oh, I'm sorry. I see it.
So what I write, I call these pre-notes.
Yep.
Pre-bell notes.
I didn't see the little green guy right up there.
Pre-bell notes. This is right at 930. So because I'm saying I do 15-minute time frame so I can get my notes together. 5 is too quick for me anyway. So ADD open at 1800. What else I know? Automatic out of the box. VOLD is what opens above 0, right? Above 0, right? Or plus 0, right? Plus 0, right? And this is plus 18. Okay. And I noticed I already got NAS on another chart over here. And I already know that NAS has been on a bullish run already from the earlier in the day, right? So I've looked at my other chart. NAS is bullish before 830, right? At 930?
Yep.
Okay. So remember, I'm flipping back and forth in charts. So then I got my 3 informations. So I got 1, 2, 3. So I'm thinking bullish. I don't know. I'm just thinking right now. What's going on?
Yep.
So I keep going. 930, 945. Damn. So I got 2 people that's above 1800. This is, and you see he's moving up. This thing would have been moving up here. All right. So do I need more confirmation? But I got my confirmation over here from my indicators or whatever, my FVG gaps, all that stuff. So you see bullish price action. I'm seeing bullish price action at 9:45 a.m. right? Already out of the box. So what if I still was hesitant about getting to a buy? Okay, keep moving. Boom. This is all I need. I don't need no more else. I got 3 green candles going up. I've got 3 guys above the 1800. I'm going for a buy. I'm pushing the buy signal right now at 10. And what time is this? I'm sorry. 10 o'clock. I'm going for a buy. So from 9:30 to 10, I did my pre. So at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., ADD is still plus 0. Now this could turn around. You never know. You know, markets are weird, but I'm just giving you my thought process of how I do this.
Yeah.
At 10 a.m. again, right? VOLD got 3 green soldiers. Anybody know what that means? 3 green soldiers, right?
Yeah.
That's price action, right?
I was just about to say that. Three white
Okay.
soldiers.
Okay. So this, and then I got my other confluences. This is just the pre-bell confluences, right? Now that's pre-bell, and this is what I call, remember how they say you're in the field? This is like now, right? Now, when you're in the army, you're in the field, you're in the you're in the war, whatever else. So now I'm going. So I'm already in the buy already. So I bought on the fourth candle. So I would have bought at 10 o'clock. So 10 o'clock, we're 10 o'clock. That's 9:30. So let me move over 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is right here. I'd have bought right here. I'd have entered somewhere in here someplace. Somewhere in here. This for sake of arguing around, somewhere up in there. I'm already into the buy. And then I keep continuing, right? Boom. And I'm staying in this buy. I stay in the buy. Now it's
A
12:15
little rip.
at 12 o'clock. So from 9 to 12, 3 hours. So then I come over here. Probably say, oh, I'm gonna get a trade. I don't know. So 3 hours, ADD is still, right? Still plus 1800. What does that mean? Does it mean
That means all
HOLLD?
day, every day.
ADD, hold. What else? And the VOLD has how many green candles?
Wow.
Damn, multiple, right?
Yeah.
This is 12 o'clock. Did I put that in there? 12 o'clock. It's 12 p.m. So continuing. Now you might not get this price action all the time, but today was the day to go in on NAS, if you didn't know.
Right.
So you go here, right? Look at that. Look at that guy. Boom. Look at that guy, man. He's all the way up there, man. And he's gonna try to get this guy up here. Right? Oh, actually, hold on. The green candle closed here up top because it went there. So let's see if it gets to that point. He trying to meet her up here on attic, see right there, because he wants to like try to date her, right, like that. They're gonna get there.
This might be the re-entry on GJ.
Right, so it ends it right here, right? So it got, look at where it got there, right?
Yeah.
So now, how do I prepare for tomorrow? Because tomorrow it's at
Well, now
9:30.
you got, now look where you are. You're gonna be
9:30 is
overbought.
right here, right here. That's 9:30 right there.
Yeah.
So how do I prepare for tomorrow?
So you're looking at it, you're waiting, and you're knowing
this?
you're overbought.
See this here? Time for a walk. The market's closed. It'll be open for pre-marketing 5 hours, 27 minutes, right? You see over here. So I was asking, what am I waiting for? So now I come back and I need to see where it opens up. It opens up at 3, 2, 1. When I come in tomorrow morning at 9:30, and if it opens up at 1, 2, or 3, then I'm gonna come over here to the VOLD and see. This looks like it's overbought, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like a sell. So let me go over here and change this line to a regular line. And now I'm gonna go back and see where has it been at that point. If it got to that point, did it sell off? Or did it gap down? This is a gap down, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's this here? Came up here, then what happened? Opened down here, right? Eventually went down. So every time it went to that level, what did it do? It went past that level. It's way overbought, right? So it had to gap down and then it just crashed. You'll see patterns. Look at this guy. All these things, 1, 2, 3. Then what happened? Boom.
Yeah.
Fell off. This opened up here, opened up there, but then it crashed. So there's 3 green bullish runs got to crash. I told you 3 the magic number. When it's way over this level, it crashes hard. Right? Did not look at this. When it's way over that level, it crashes hard.
Yeah.
So let's watch this. What day is this?
March 17th. How funny is that?
March 16th. So let me see if I can capture this. Oh,
March 16th.
yeah. What was it that? Oh, my bad. You probably saw something else. Right here. March 16th, right? Remember, I don't have no close dates. I mean hours. It just goes to the next day, right? So March 16th was way up here. And then what did the VOLD do? It gapped down, right? Down here in the basement, right? So it has to come up, right? You see how the ADD works, right? Had to come up, fill the gap, and it came up here, right? So it gapped way up here, it gapped all the way down. So, and it started up here at 0, right? So I said, we don't know what to do when it's 0. But what happened? It kind of went up. So we got to look to see what happened here. So what happened on March 16th? Let me go to March 16th. March 16th at 9:30. March 16th, 9:30. Nas had a rush up to the top. How much you want to bet? March 16th, 9:30. Let's go to March 16th, 9:30. Let's see. March 16th, 9:30. Let's go. Keep going. I need to make sure candles here. March 16th, 9:30. And a little bit more. March 16th, 9:30. Keep the candles here so I can see what you got. March 16th, 9:30. Okay, we're getting there, bro. April here. March 16th, 9:30. We're getting there. Keep sure I keep the candles on. The candles over there. March 16th, 9:30. I think we got over here, right? March 16th. Oh, here we go. All right, we're getting up there. March 16th, 9:30. Let me move this guy over here. March 16th, 9:30. March 16th, 9:30 is 9:30. March 16th. All right. There. March 16th, 9:30. March 16th, 9:30. All right. Oh, 9:30. 9:30 right there, right? Here we go. Boom. All right. So over here, it was a rush up, right? It bullish, right? 9:16. I'm sorry, it's March 17th, my bad. Make sure you get it right. 17th, 9:30, March 17th, 9:30. All right, there we go, right there. Okay. So let me open up the candle so you can see what's happening. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. So you see that there's a little bull run on 9:30, right? Not really at 9:30, but close to 9:30, right? You see that? It was around 11:30, right? So here, that's 9:30. So you see that the little bull run happened around this 9:30 here, right? 9:30 right there. Right here. If I come over here and put the little bull run is around 11 o'clock there, you can see there's a clear bull run on both sides, right? Of the ADD and the VOLD. It's a bullish run 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock, you'd have been in the sell buy for Nas. What time did the start here? 11 o'clock. All right. What time did it start taking off? 11 o'clock. What about here? 11 o'clock. Boom. Right here, right? Right there. 11:15. Right there somewhere. All right. Hit that. Then you got that higher low right there. See that there? So you could have got in this trade when the candle closed above the 20, right? And you would have had a little run here. So you would have got, you could have got in here somewhere. You would have got, again, 200 pips. This is this. Is this. This, and this would have helped you got 200 pips along with the price action and everything else you got. This would have been more of a master trade for you to do it. You'd have to use a little bit more things. But today's trade was short and sweet. You didn't need anything else but knowing that it opened up above 930. I mean, above 1800, and it took all the way up. You can backtest this to your blue in the face. That's what I'm saying. That's what I do. I backtest these things. That's why I know without a shadow of a doubt. Once I get all the pre-notes, bell notes, and I get this here, because you're not gonna have this all the time. But if you have a trade set up like today, you don't need to trade nothing else but NOS. But this will work for gold. It works for stocks, works for US 30, works for SPX, works for oil, and it works for some forex pairs, GJ a little bit here and I'm still testing it, but I mean, if you want to trade indices, this is how you trade indices. You can't go wrong with this. If you learn this and understand how it moves and you backtest it, you could do it on a demo account, backtest it like we're doing here. You can give me any date and I'll show you how it's traded. Doesn't matter. I can go back to 2010. It's just all the same thing. So that's kind of how I backtest this thing. So hopefully that somebody saw that. So now I come back to where we are now, right? Let's go to the 4 hour time frame. I want to go to where I'm at now, right over here. And this is our scenario, right? Our scenario is this. Where does NOS open up? That's what we want to know. Where's the ADD open up? That's what I want to see. And this is looking beautiful because look how overbought this is. I want this to stay up here. I want this to stay up there. If it stays up there, I'm expecting a sell-off sometime tomorrow. It might not be tomorrow at the opening bell, but sometime tomorrow this is going to sell off. And I'm gonna
So we
catch it.
want it to open in the basement. I mean, in the attic.
If it opens up in the attic, there's a sell coming. I don't know when the sell's coming, but I'm gonna be looking, and one might not be at 9:30, but there's a sell coming. And then if it opens up in the basement, if it's playing around, I'll have a magic number. My magic number yesterday was 12,160. There's gonna be a magic number. Magic number could be up here somewhere on this FVG gap. It could be up here someplace. But I'll know a magic number because I'll see, you bumping the heads. When we had here, right? It was like resistance. Look at this resistance. So I call these resistance candles or RCs. These are RCs. Look at RCs. So I come here, resistance candles right there. Boom, right? How many resistance candles I got? If I see more than 5, it's crashing. That's the rule. 5 RCs crash.
And what's an RC to you?
Resistance candle. Resistance candle here. See where it comes up, it tests the wick, it kisses the 1260.
Yep.
So it's like kissing the 1260. It here, resistance candle right there, boom. How many more I got? With a man standing on 2 of them right there, right? Or 3 of them. There's 3 of them right there. You can see that? So I have once here. No, this one here, once one. It came here and then it rejected away, came back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, crash. I had six resistance candles. So I had 6 resistance candles. 12,160 was the magic number. It had a hard time breaking 12,160. The ADD was was up here, right? Up here in the attic, and it was struggling to go. You see, it was dipping below here during the day. So this is one of those situations where you gotta be patient. You just can't get into trade, the buy, you gotta wait. So being patient is the key for this one. And then what happened at 12:30? Boom, it crashed. So that's the trade you take in the afternoon. So you gotta look what NOS gives you. NOS is gonna give you a curveball, it's gonna give you a slider, it's gonna give you a changeup. It's gonna try to do a crossover on you. It's gonna try to dunk on you like LeBron. You gotta be ready for whatever it's gonna give you. And then you look at the situations, go to the fold here, and you can see how things are working. So this and the combination of the market internals AD and the indicators here give you a heads up on NOS so you can trade it. So this is what I saw, if you had this.
Yeah, snap that.
So this is what I'm waiting for tomorrow. So tomorrow is the same exact thing. I need to see. I don't know what's going to do right now, but I'll know at 9:30. If you ask me what I think NOS is going to do at 9:30, I can give you my pre-analysis right at 9:30. And then actually, when I see, if I look at it and it's like I said, if it's bullish crossing the EMAs, whatever else, I can probably give you a pre-analysis. So I got a pre-analysis, and you get the pre-game, the end game, and the post-game. The Post-game analysis was Nas was bullish. The pre-game analysis is we think it's going to go bullish. In game, we're in the game. So it's like playing football. The coach got to look at the defensive players. They got to make changes. They select your quarterback. They move defenses around. You got to be able to think on the fly. So if you can't think on the fly, you're not going to understand how it moves. So once you see FVG gaps, you see crossing EMAs, see break a structure. This was just screaming buy. It was
Right.
break a structure. This is BOS here. You see that's from what is this from? This one here, Soldi. See that? That's
Yeah.
BOS, break a structure. But you don't need that. You can just put a line there, but it broke structure. That's a buy. So some days you're not going to take those trades. And some days you are. But if you get a set like this, you have to take the trade. Cannot be afraid to press the buy. And then this works opposite. So all these things we showed for bullish, just reverse all this around and it'll be a sell. And it's only for New York. So,
New
trading
York is-
Asia,
I-
trading Asia and London is great, but you can get 2 to 3 good setups on NAS using this strategy every week. Every week. You don't have to trade every day.
Right.
You just drop a 0.50, 0.10 on NAS, let it run. Or you just do 200 pips. You can get points. You get 200 points every day. So this is how I use this VOLD and ADD to crush NAS. If you use this and you master it, you'll win against NAS. I can't guarantee you're gonna win all the time because you don't win all the time, but you'll win a large majority of the time.
Awesome. I love it. Thank you for tonight. This was great.
Yeah. So I recorded this. I believe I recorded this thing. Yeah. I'm gonna post it somewhere. But does anybody have any questions on that? No, it's a lot of information to take in, but once you master it, you'll trade NAS with no hesitation. You'll never be afraid of NAS, US 30, any of those things anymore because you have all the tools you need. See, now this is the pre-analysis setup. So I'm gonna save this. See, I'm gonna go ahead and save this, right? So I'm gonna be using this chart tomorrow. Actually, at VOLD, I don't even need this. This one's I'll be jumping around. So
That was awesome breakdown.
Yeah, so I got this. So this will be my setup for tomorrow. So I'll be waiting for NAS to open up at 9:30, right? To see what she gonna do. I don't know. So does anybody have any questions on that? A lot of information, right?
Are you gonna post this recording?
Say it again, please.
Go ahead.
I was just asking where the recording was going to be posted. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
Oh,
I was just saying that.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying that you broke it down as good as you possibly can. To be honest with you, you made it clear for us.
Yeah, I try to break it down. I might have missed some things here, but
Yeah, you broke it down really well.
I hope
That was awesome. That was great. Now it's up to all of us to demo it and see how it works. It looks great.
Yeah. So I will post this once I render this video. I'll post it, and then you can check it out and give feedback or whatever else. But I think moving forward, this is how I trade NAS, and I just right now I trade NAS and GJ, and I use NAS and GJ to pass my MFF.
That's awesome.
And I use the 10-20 pip rule.
Hit the mute button.
Somebody got mute. So yeah, so you can use this strategy to help you pass your prop challenges with no problem. If you can understand this and master it, then you can go to New York NAS 9:30, wait, or 12:30, whatever the move is, and once everything lines up, you can take your trade and you can pass your 8%, your 5%, and go from there. This is how I passed my 2 accounts on MFF using the same strategy, or before, but I incorporate it now. I'm able to win trades.
I thought you just got this, Mark. I thought you just got the ad a few weeks ago.
I did.
But you've been using the VOLD?
I've been using the ADD and the VOLD. to help me maintain my accounts.
Awesome.
So, but it works. So, I don't know if anyone has any other questions or anything.
Yeah, this is Mick. Yeah, I really like the way you explained everything. I understand. I was obviously going to demo it, back test it. Obviously, I want to see your video again.
Yeah, back test it, man. Definitely back test it. Never.
Oh, definitely. Yep.
Yeah, never take no one's word. Always back test it.
Oh no, I have to, and I think everyone in here, Debbie and everybody, we all need to see it with our own eyes and train our eyes to see it. So.
Right. No, you will. I mean, you'll see that, you know, I have all these colorful indicators, but, you know, I use a 20 and 200 and trend lines and ADD and VOLD and just see where price takes us. Once you become familiar with it, you'll know how it works.
Can you open up your settings on your ADD?
Sure. This should be 1800. Sometimes you have to go back and
I thought it was 1800.
Are we going live for London?
A friend of mine told me, he say, Jay, you got to decide if London, Asia, or New York is your bread and butter.
I know they keep saying to me too.
And you know, I said that I like trading London, but sometimes it's hard to trade till 4:30 and get up at 9.
So you got to be ready to be up for the day, pretty much.
Yeah, and I gotta be. You can't be tired. You gotta be focused. So.
Nah, yeah, right.
So
New York is going to be your choice.
Yeah, New York is the choice because I haven't found a London equivalent of this yet. I'm still looking. There's once I find a London equivalent, then I'm going London all day.
I mean, you catch some nice pips on DAX on German 30, D30.
Yeah,
London.
But I'm not using the VOLD or ADD on that because that's
you're not gonna be able to.
But I want that. If I can find, you know, some.
Why wouldn't you be able to use the VOLD and ADD?
Because
it moves different. D30, it's a different beast.
Well, because these don't run. You see this here?
It's only for the
New York session. You see that?
Gotcha.
So I gotta find a German or a London VOLD, a London ADD. Cause see, it's time for a walk. They say it's closed, right?
Yeah.
But when you come back at 9:30, this thing will be popping. So it's all based on New York stocks. So you know, it's all based on New York Stock Exchange. So New York is the mother lode of trading, as you guys know. London is just, you can do it, but there's no stocks. So, but 9:30 is fine. I mean, you know, you just gotta, it's to each his own.
One other question for you. What's your YouTube?
Oh, this. I think this might be the second time we caught some pips in London. It was yesterday. That's why I'm tired, but and I had a New York live trading session before, but yeah, I'll post it. This video is probably gonna be. But see, I've been getting these 2-hour videos, man, and I've been trying to break it down, but it's hard to do that. It's hard to do that. It really is. I gotta try to, you know, you do a 15-minute video on this, it's like, oh, it's too short. But there's so much information in these things. It's just, you know, like 9:30. Like I said, when 9:30 bell open up tomorrow, I know exactly what's happening. Look at this thing. It's playing around up there, but because I don't care about Asia for this. I only care about New York and London, man. Really, New York. New York is going to be the key. You know, once you get the key of learning New York, then you're good to go. You can smash this 200 pips every day. Every day. Once you understand how this works, your whole life is gonna open up. You're gonna have a whole different outlook. That's what I did. This is taking my trading to a level that I never thought I could take it to. That's all I can tell you.
That's awesome.
So, anything else?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. I mean, I've been
Thank
watching
you.
the last couple of days, and I really
Thank
like
you
how
very
you think
much.
about things.
Yeah, very much appreciate you.
Well, just remember, Wallow and Jane will be hanging out in New York tomorrow. So I might call this the Wallow method. I don't know.
It's very cool.
So I will record. I will upload this to YouTube and put it out there somewhere in the links.
Cool. Thank you. We'll
Thank
talk
you,
tomorrow.
All right, so question, you gonna start laying out your schedule for the week, so you know what I'm saying, we know when to catch you.
Wow, okay.
Can you?
It's a lot of background noise.
Oh,
A lot of that. I didn't hear anything anybody said.
yeah. They want me to mute it. I hate to do that.
My question was just as far as like the weekly schedule.
Hold on.
Might be me. Hold on.
Hold on.
You're the coach.
Yeah, hold on. Whoever's got their mic, can they mute it for me? Thank you. I hate to mute people. I mean, I know they do that for Zoom etiquette, but what was the question somebody said? Somebody had a question.
Yeah, my fault. Okay, so the question was as far as the sessions for the week, are you gonna start laying out the schedule like at the beginning of the week so we know when to be available for when you're gonna be live?
Yeah, they may change depending on what's going on, but for the most part, yeah.
Okay. All right, well, it's appreciated.
I'll try to keep it more thorough. And I might get on some New York calls and like have other people, talking and stuff. Because when I'm on a New York call, I'm focused on my trading. So if I'm in the trade, I'm probably not be talking. I want to be, looking at stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'll have the Zoom open, for people to discuss things now. But if you see me go 0 dark 30, you'll know why. Because on these trades, you have to focus. So, but
yeah,
I'll know, like I said, I'll know it's one of 3 scenarios. They open in the attic, they open up at 0, or the basement. I'd rather have them open up in the basement or the attic because then I'll have a feel of what's going on. They open up at 0, then you might be ranging. Just be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? So, anything else before I get up out of here? Actually, we got some pips on Asia today. We got 10 pips. So who took that trade with me today? Earlier, GJ, I got my 10 pips.
Yep.
I
I
Got my 10.
Okay. Okay. If you could send me a screenshot of that, either how many people on? Well, I know people from Telegram and whatnot, but let me write this here. Send me a screenshot. I'm just curious to see what happened. This is my email address. Send me a screenshot of that.
What happened with what?
Whoever took the trade and won, then they are stars. If you did the trade with me when I got 10 pips or when before, then this video, this Zoom was beneficial outside of the information. You actually, because I like to see people get money. You can sit on the Zoom and talk for 20 hours about a thing, but if you can mix it up and get people some money, whatever else, then because you're gonna sit on the 2-hour Zoom, is it worth your time? That's how I look at it. I've been on Zoom call. I've been on Zoom calls like this. Zoom call is a waste of time. Why would I be on a Zoom call? But so I'm trying to change that culture. So hopefully the value here, you got it. Because some people said they were doing the ADD and they lost money. Okay, well then
Really?
Yeah, I got a couple of messages from people that said they did the ADD. And I said, how'd you do that? Oh well, but something opened up with this and that, all these scenarios. Like, okay, so that's why I decided to come on here and say, let me try to clear it up. So hopefully this helps But again, you have to back test it and learn it and everything else. I can show you till I'm blue in the face, but if you don't understand the way it moves,
Right, of course.
concept, then
Yeah, that's for any strategy. Or
But-
trading period. I mean, you can tell somebody, give somebody a call and they don't enter it, they enter at the right time and yeah, you win and they don't. So, and they don't understand why it happens that way.
you know, people, man, people's people, that's what they do. But
Yeah.
this is what I try to, you know, show. So is there anything else?
No, this was awesome.
All right. Well, if there's not anything else, I'm gonna be in New York tomorrow. So I wish everyone a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow at the opening bell.
You have a
Alright,
great
brother.
night also.
Open
All
eye.
right, take care.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.